Hi, my name is Louis. This is my tiny house. I live with my partner here for now 6 months. I have this house made it by Tumbleweed that made this beautiful tiny house in Colorado and ship it for me here in California. And we wanted to have something that we can host people, and when we are ever going back to the city, we can enjoy friends or make them coming over, and we'll be able to host them and see friends and family coming over. Since I'm not from here, my family is from pretty far away from France, so I wanted to be able to host my friend and family here, and hosting people was very important for me and my partner. And I wanted to have this place to be safe. That's why I choose here, because I know my neighbors, I know where I parked, and I think it's a cool time to spend whenever I'm off work. So I think it was important to choose here and not a parking lot. And so yeah, I commute a lot. It's about an hour and a half, an hour 20 minutes for driving to San Francisco. But since I'm not doing it during the commute hours, it's totally fine for me. Yeah, I just left for France and my house for 3 weeks, and it was totally fine for me to be out of town and leave my house alone for that long. This is my kitchen. I wanted to have a big kitchen because some tiny house has small kitchen. Also, this one I bet is a medium kitchen. I cook a lot, so it was important for me to have a decent kitchen. And it was hard to imagine how big was the kitchen and how small or how big would be the living room, since we purchased the house through pictures and through FaceTime. We didn't see the house at all. We just bought it on internet. The company that we with to make the deal was pretty nice to make it everything happen, questions all the time, and I have a ton of questions. So it was hard for me, but we made it through, and it sounds to be working well. We got this table from a super Swedish store that everyone knows, and it's expandable. I can sit at least 6 to 7 people here. I did the New Year event here with some friend from France, and it worked pretty well. So I got on Amazon. Amazon France has a lot of good pans that handle removable. I was able to purchase those pans. That was very helpful, because that way they're not knocking each other even when I store them, and they are very efficient and very stickless, so they're very easy to move in and out, and it's very fast to boil water. So I think induction is very efficient. Since I don't have any propane or anything, I'm running everything in electric. So I need, I think, a solar panel or batteries, something at some point. But yeah, we run only induction, and I think it's enough efficient for being fast enough. Maybe too fast sometimes, because for now I'm making like ratatouille, and it has to cook slow, and even on one is a little bit too fast. So yeah, it works well. I love induction. I have that back in my family, induction, so I'm dealing with it without problem. I think it's very cool. I put those stickers on the wall which looks like tiles, but I got them on Amazon, and because it prevents from the splash from tomato or anything, because I didn't want to make any stain on the woods, and I wanted to have like a different, like this is the kitchen, and I wanted to have a separation from the living room and the kitchen, so I thought it was a pretty cool thing. I have to say, we have 5 different models that we could choose through this company at that time, because we bought that house as a model show, and there were 5 other model show houses available at that time, since we didn't want to go through another year of lease where we stayed. So it was like October, so we had 3 months to find something to moving in. So we could stay where we were, but it would take a lot of months to get a tiny house that will fit what we wanted, and sales was a good deal, was making a lot of saving on getting a house. So we didn't choose that counter, we didn't choose the woods on the walls, we didn't choose the wood on the floor, but this is a counter that is they say premium because it's a little bit bigger, because it's a model show. So this one is bigger than the normal ones, because it allows you to have a stove here, which we don't have, but I have another one here. But it has everything, the plugs and outlet inside ready for it. They have also a premium floor that it's supposed to be another cheaper one. Right now we have this black like vinyl. I think it's a vinyl, not sure. And yeah, there's few options that we choose. Also the AC heater, we have that as an optional thing. We could have a second loft here, because this unit is the same as this unit, so it could be this. So this loft is attached to this unit. It could have another loft attached to this unit also, with a little ladder that goes to have a second loft. But we could have it also, but we didn't want to have it because we wanted to have a big open space in the living room. So we lose some storage or guest place, but we have a second bedroom there. So no, for me it's okay, because I do the dishes enough, fast enough, and often enough. And I have this little guy that I just popped out to let it dry the dishes, and it goes, the water dripped in the sink. So I think it's big enough for me. When you have a tiny house, you have to find easy solution and tricky solution, I guess, to make the magic happen. I use everything. This one is my pantry. I think more you have, more you want to put. So I think it's a good size to limit myself at what I have. I have a little bit storage under the stairs that is also made for, I use for the kitchen too. I could also have this unit to take it off and have a counter here with another window. But this, I use it as my dressing closet, so I have my hanging stuff here. So I think I needed more of this than another counter, because more you have, more you will use. So the house came with a shelf that is right here that I couldn't take it off for some reason, and I got that on Craigslist. It was an old kitchen cabinet that I sanded and painted, and I removed the glass, and I want to put like some chicken wire right there to look a little bit like a tiny house. I feel it's a tiny house fitting for a chicken, so it could be me. I could be the chicken. So I just reused that guy to have something close inside, because I feel it was not enough space on the shelf, and you see I still don't have enough space for the glasses and everything. I needed to have something on the top. Well, knife, I use a lot of knives. I cook a lot. Like, I'm doing a lot of cooking. I love cooking. I love having friends and family over. I love to have, I love to be busy, I think, in general. So I need to have utensils. I have a KitchenAid with tons of accessories, like I have the sharpener, I have the ice cream maker, I have the pasta maker, I have this squeeze juice maker. I have all of the accessories for the KitchenAid. So it was important for me to have all the utensils. And for the spice, I got at IKEA. I needed to have spice that I can easily access without touching anything that could make anything greasy when I'm cooking, because I'm not that messy, but it could be an issue because my cabinets are white and tomato sauce stain a lot. So I wanted to have something easy to access and that also can fit through the decor. So I think that was a nice way. I think I love it. So the fridge, it comes with the house, and I didn't have to choose it. For me, it's a standard size. In Europe, we have that baby guy, and this fridge is way enough for two. We are just two, and when I have friends over, it's way more than for two actually, because I have a lot of pate and a lot of jam and a lot of things that I store inside that I'm using for months, and so it's way enough for two. Since I'm during the week alone here, because my partner lives in way down in Cupertino, he doesn't come over every day. So for me, for the week, and for us during the weekend and the friends, it's way enough. And above we have this little microwave grill oven that I found pretty helpful, because I didn't want to have a stove, a microwave, and a grill and everything. I mean, I wanted to have one unit could be enough and strong enough to make like real cooking, and really use it as stove, really used as a grill. I didn't want to compromise that much on having too many appliances and use too much space. So I wanted to have one unit that takes one space for everything. So I have this little guy that I use a lot. I have this little storage here that I put my KitchenAid, my yogurt maker, and all the accessories for the KitchenAid, because it's a lot. Yeah, I make my breakfast every morning, my little tea, my little toast, and my little eggies. So I have to have the kitchen is used since the first hour of the morning. We use every day. I think it's important. It's the center of my house. Yes, for sure, it's the center of my house. It's right there. Everyone goes through. I think in a tiny house, everything has to have a purpose. Otherwise, bye-bye. So this closet is it came with the house like a closet and hanging closet. So I use it really as a closet. It could be different because it's a little bit blocking the light when I'm cooking, I will say. So once again, I don't choose the house, so I didn't choose everything. But if I have to choose it again, probably I would choose it something that is maybe lower and less heavy look than what it is. But I used 100% of what is it inside. I mean, I used all the space. I have my sewing machine, I have my tools inside, I have my shirt, I have my coat, I have my iron, I have everything that I use, some pair of shoes. I mean, I use all the space. So I think it was important for me and for us to have at least a closet. I wear a lot of shirts, so it's here I have the water heater. I have my baby Dyson that I use, and my husband loves it so much. He loves to use that guy. He has battery, it's cordless, so it can very easy to use everywhere. We don't use it as a storage because we're not supposed to. We just put the chair and the Dyson here. That's it. Yeah, it's just for their fan. Tumbleweed has a very good system that it's an air vent. That has a little ventilation hole here, and in the bathroom, the bedrooms upstairs, and here in the kitchen, that make the airflow in the entire house, that make sure that there isn't moisture on the windows or on the wood. And I think it's very important because we live small, and when we live in a small place like this, humidity is very important, I think. And I have the humidity monitor here, and this guy tells me every time that I'm too high in the humidity, so I have to check this guy. So I use a lot of this system, and I thought that Tumbleweed was a good company for that. They are an old company, so I think they went through a lot of trouble, and I think they did a lot of changes. And behind this door I have my bathroom, which used to be originally the bathroom for the master bedroom that I have behind. So it's designed to have a queen bed here, and this bathroom is designed to be going with this bedroom as a master bedroom. But we didn't want to use it for us because we didn't want to have the guests to be bothered by the upstairs ceiling. So we use it as a bedroom for the guest here, and the game room, or because we have some games here, or whatever movie we use, because we have a big TV enough. So in this bathroom I have the big shower with this dispenser. That's very helpful because it prevents for knocking around and making the bottles falling on the floor and hurting your toesies and hurting the bathtub or anything. I mean the shower tub. And so we wanted to have a lot of space, so we used that. And we have this conventional toilet. It looks more like a train or airplane toilet, I will say, because it's just a pedal that you press, and then it's a cap that opens and the water goes. It doesn't have a tank, which I love, because every time I flush, I feel like the Niagara Falls is going through my toilets, and I'm like, how much water for just this? It's not very efficient, I feel. So I think it's good. I'm not very familiar with a composting toilet. I know a lot of tiny house has one, but this one comes with this. I'm not familiar with composting toilet. I don't know if it's good or not good. I haven't tried yet. Nobody introduced myself with this, guys, so I don't know. I put some more of the sticker here in case for the toothpaste or the cream, that anything that could water splash or so that could damage the wood, because I didn't want to have moistures around. For me, the bathroom, my shower is like 2 minutes. Makeup, no makeup, so it doesn't need to be big. I just need to be efficient, and so I fit everything here. I'm hanging my stuff, enough for my PJs, my onesies, enough for my fragrances, enough for two. I think it's good. I think it's a good size. I don't want it to have bigger. I use it for the laundry. They put the washing machine, which is a dryer, also under the stairs, which I think it's very clever, because I use it for the bathroom. I use it for the laundry and the dryer, but I use it also to hanging the stuff if I want to. I found this guy pretty interesting on Amazon, because when I'm washing the blankets or heavy stuff, curtains, I think it's very important to have something to dry them, because washer dryer are not that best option. And during the winter, it's hard to dry stuff outside, so I think it was important. No, I think it's a very good size for me. Some tiny, I mean, it's not like an RV size. I think I have a decent sink, I have a decent shower. I think everything has a good size for it. I will not change much of my bathroom. I think my bathroom is good the size it is. Maybe change the walls color, maybe, or something like this, but not much. I think it's good. I'm okay with it. When we saw the picture of this room, we're like, if we have 2 bedrooms and we use the one upstairs due to the ceiling, what are we going to do with this one if the guests are not here? I mean, it would be a space that we don't use that much. And since the living room has a TV that is it's narrow, it's very small, and it's not very easy for people to lay down or sit with us to look at the TV in the corner like this, we thought it was a good idea to have at least a place that we can use and have friends to play with us some game through the video games, or to watch some TV, movie. So we set up this bed for when they stay, and we use also as a couch for watching TV and do some video games. So I think it was important. Alex has some collectible stuff. My partner has some collectible stuff. We probably want to do something else with it, because I don't think it's the best. We don't think it's the best way to put it, but we will see. Upstairs, I built a closet, but I have maybe too much clothes, and so it was not enough space for both of us. So he has this little closet here, which is half empty for guests to put some stuff, and the rest is for him. And it's pretty much the closet for him. That's pretty much it. And I have this baby jar that I use for candies for game nights. So I have this sliding door that comes with this house too. I didn't add anything. So it's good, because the other day we had a friend that stayed over, and we had to go before she wakes up. So we have to get ready, so take a shower and everything. And she stayed there and didn't hear us much, because she has this door to separate from what happens to the rest of the house and what happened in this baby room that stays at the back of the house, away from the noises from the TV or the kitchen and everything. So I think it was in need of this. But this house can come on different version, different way to have this the space to be organized. So you can have this bathroom over here instead of having this bedroom. You can have 2 bedrooms, that single beds with the shower. But I think this one was a good fit. I think it makes sense to have the shower here, even if you go through the bathroom when you want to be in this bedroom, when you use it as a game room. I think it's still a good thing, because whenever you have guests, it's important to not disturb them if you want to wake up in the middle of the night. Or I don't see myself passing by them at night and say sorry for just going to the bathroom. So I think it's good. They have their private room at the back of the house, away from the noise. I think it's good to have this door. Good thing. So this is the upstairs. It's pretty weird because they have this ceiling that is a bit low. I don't know why the angle is that heavy. I mean, once again, I'll probably not choose that again. But we're thinking about having a skylight here, so it will maybe open more and will definitely give a lot of light and maybe look more an open space. Thankfully, we have this window that can open every morning, so I can see the birdies and can and have some fresh air, and it gives a tons of light in the bedroom upstairs. This is why we put our bed here. It has a better space, even if it's lower. It has a lot of space than downstairs, and I didn't see my friends dealing with that. I mean, if my family comes over, I don't think it's very convenient for them to scroll over there. I think it's not a good idea. We definitely put us upstairs. Nobody gets bothered, and we get used to it. I mean, I'm fine with it. It's just a bedroom. We're not staying much here. I don't dress myself here. I have some clothes all downstairs. I have few over there that I made in this closet, because I don't know why I have this space over there that was empty, and they put a light over there, and I didn't know what to do with it. I mean, the ceiling was too low, it was too narrow. I was like, I'm not going to use it for anything. So we decided to put some shelf and make it as a closet, because I don't see else. You have to use every single space of this house. I mean, you can't leave it an empty space and be like, oh, it's free for a future project. No, you need a space for everything. So I wanted to have this closet, and we have those shelves that they are pretty cool, because they look shelves like this, but in fact you have this little space here that under the shelves you can open them, and you have like a little storage and everything inside. I think it's pretty cool, so you don't have to expose everything all the time and have it in the visual on the way of you. So I have a little cubby over there. I got that mattress. I was helping a friend to go to San Diego to pick up a car and drive back up, and I was at the same time that I was getting the house, and I figured that I don't have a mattress. So I was like, I need to find a mattress for my house, and I need to find something cheap, because I don't want to spend like thousands of dollars in a mattress. It's very expensive. It's something very expensive. It's like the washer dryer is something very expensive. So when I went down, on the way, my friend was driving. On the way, I was looking through Facebook Market, and I saw one that was brand new, and somebody didn't wanted to keep it because she worked in the military. She couldn't use it anymore because she has to go with the boat, and so she will be away, and all of her apartment and all of her stuff will go away also. So she was so sad that she spent so much money on that mattress for nothing. So it's a memory foam mattress, $900, that I got for $100. Brand new. So I went down, I picked up the car, put the mattress inside, and drive up with it. And when we got the house, that's the first thing we installed, because it looks like it's easy to install, but it's super duper heavy. My husband said, we sell the house, we sell the mattress with it. It's so heavy. It's very, very heavy. And to put it up, since we have just the stairs here, that's baby stairs, it's very difficult and complicated to have it flat and to hold it up in the air. So you literally have to have your hands all the way up from downstairs to hold it, and somebody to like drag it. So it's difficult. So I love this mattress, but it stays there. It's a very good memory foam guy. No regrets. It's very good quality, but he stays there. So this is the door, the entrance of the tiny house, which needs to be important, I think, is it's also the living room and the dining room. It has a lot of utility. So the couch is also a day bed that I can easily move those to have one person that could stay. If they are a couple, then it can fit in the back room or upstairs or whatever we arrange. It could be a day bed, so we want to have something that comfy for sleeping on and comfy when you stay, but not too much flat or too low whenever you eat, because we use it also as a chair for eating. So and also it needs to fit, because here anything has to fit, because this table was 1 inch too large. I had to cut it to make it fit here. This table fit exactly when I bought it, exactly for the size between the wall and the sofa, which I think this table is very cool. It looks very simple, but it has USB plugs there, so I can have some cords for charging. So I think it's a very good side table. I have this little TV that I use for watching the news in the morning when I cook or anything. I love to have something to listen to, and like French people will do a lot of complaints, so I can complain through it. And so they put the plugs for the TV and everything. I don't imagine myself having a big TV here or watching a lot of big movie here, even if one person laying down here. I have a lot of friends that say, oh, I'm just laying down for a second, and 3 hours after they are still there snoring. So, but I don't see myself being here in like a theater with popcorns and everything. So I think it's just a TV for the open space area. I have my shoe rack that I have here. So when we moved here, it was very rainy here, so we had to have a solution to store and let the shoes dry right we get in before it's getting a mess and muddy in the house. Because yes, in the tiny house you clean a lot, and very often you have to vacuum a lot. If you don't have a good cleaning solution, you're gonna turn crazy, because every time you clean, 10 minutes after it appears and you're like, it was not here. Where did it come from? I have to say that this house was made in Colorado. We got a lot of picture and the house was under the snow, and I was like, oh wow, this is very cool. We're not gonna see that in California. And I bet the house is designed to hold the heat and hold the cold also. And that's exactly what's happening. You see, my unit is off, and I don't use it much because it's very warm in the house. It's usually humid and warm. Like I left for 3 weeks because I was on vacation. When I came back, it was still 70 degrees Fahrenheit inside. And I was like, wow, how can it be possible? I think it's the light going through the windows. It's enough during the day to hold the heat during the night. So I think my issue would be maybe for this during the summer. I will see. But I think if I do the opposite, if I open the windows at night, it will cool down enough for the day. Because I use it a little bit because some friends could be a little bit fragile from the cold and more than me. But you see, today I'm wearing short pants and the door is open and it's just the morning. I think it's totally fine. I'm wearing just this guy because I don't want to have my ears to be too cold. But that's it. Yeah, the unit is there's a heater and AC at the same time, and I'm not a big fan of air conditioning at all. I think it dries a lot of the body. It makes you drink a lot of water, and I think it's very very it uses a lot of energy for cooling or heating, so I'm okay with without it. I have comfy PJs that thick enough for holding my eat. I have to mention that at the back room, all the way down there, I have a baby unit for the baby heater unit built in the wall for that room, if in case it's too cold, because it's very hard for this AC unit to heat that room over there. I used it sometimes, like a couple of times we used it, but when you're two people in the house, or when you're two-person in the house, it's way warm enough. You don't have enough space, so it goes warm very quickly. Well, thank you for coming and thank you for watching. I think it's important for everyone to know that it could be possible if you wanted to have a tiny house. If you're into that, then it could be possible. Even I'm young, I'm 28, my partner is 25. I think it's important to know that anything could be possible if you're willing to do it. And tiny house, yes, people live in there, and yes, we are not crazy people, and I think everyone could do it. And if you have any question, you can click on the Instagram link that is down below, and I will be happy to answer any question. Thank you.